In this video today, I want to talk about the way I made a picture frame for these laser etched pictures. There's multiple ways to make these picture frames, and I'm just going to talk about one today, but if you're interested, let me know in the comments or let me know other ways that you would like to see the other ways that I make the frames. In this video, I'm going to talk about how I use my CNC to create a frame for this picture using this CNC right here. And that process consists of essentially cutting out 4 pieces, terrible drawing, at the right directions with the reveal section. This section goes around the picture, and then a rabbet section that the picture sits in. So basically this picture would sit in a frame just like this. And so you come across over here. I'm trying to make this thing not fall over on me. For some reason it's wanting to slide. Come down here, come over here, this way, and this way. And each of these has a rabbet and a reveal. Hopefully that's being clear. And this picture then sits right on the rabbets, and you have this reveal around it, and it's connected in there. That is the frame I'm going to make today, and I'll show you how I did that on the CNC. Now there are other ways to make frames. Another way is to make this same kind of frame using a framing sled, and I've done that also, and if you'd like to see a video on that, let me know and I'll make one in the future. What I'm talking about is that same kind of frame using a sled like this one that I got from Dave Picciuto Make Something, and made this a couple months ago, and I made several frames using this and they turn out very nicely. The other way you can make frames on the CNC is to make it all one piece. So instead of cutting 4 different pieces and gluing it together, you can take a solid piece of wood using the Vectric software, and you can make a frame. You won't have the miters. You can make a frame with the rabbets. You can carve fancy things all along here by using what they call the molding toolpath in Vectric. I've done that also. The only reason I don't usually like to do that is because there's a whole lot of wasted wood unless you have something to do with this piece in the center, because you're basically just throwing that away. So I can make frames this way also. If you'd like to see those other kinds of frames in a video, let me know in the comment section, and I will go about doing that for you and showing you how that's done. With that said, let's go ahead and get started into how I made the frame for this picture with the CNC. Today the plan is to go ahead and make a frame with this walnut piece, small frame for the pictures that I carve. I designed it in Vectric, and now it's time to attach it to the spoiler board. I'm going to use double-sided tape, and then we'll get started with the actual carve. When everything's said and done, this is the picture it's supposed to hold.
And every time I see that gal, she always looks away. Hell, she always looks away. Hold on, baby, just hold on.
Now that I've got this taped down a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and put a little clamping pressure on it for a minute to get it to extra hold.
Back where I belong.
So all I'm doing here is putting a little clamping pressure on it for a few minutes while I prepare everything else to help make sure the tape is compressed real good and ready to hold this piece. Okay, let that set for a few minutes. All right, next step on this frame is to go ahead and cut the frame out. I've got everything set up, and I'm going to Z this thing off the machine bed, but because I'm using 2-sided tape, I put a piece of 2-sided tape here so that I try to not gum up my bit on the end. I'll zero off this right here.
I'll be coming home.
Now we're going to go ahead and cut that pocket. It'll make a mess because I don't have the dust collection on.
Oh, yeah, baby. Hold on, baby. Baby, just hold on.
Okay, we've got the pocket cut here, and this is the rabbet for the frame. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to cut out the whole frame, and when we're done, if everything worked the way it was supposed to, I'll have a 1/4 inch It's looking pretty narrow to me right now. I'm not liking what I'm seeing here, but we're going to take a look here in just a minute and see how it turns out. The next step is to zero this downcut bit. I'm using a 1/8 inch from CIC bits.
Yeah, they're always going down. Hold on, baby, just hold on. I'll be coming home. Yeah.
Well, that's great. This stayed down. I gotta admit, I was a little nervous because there's not much material here to hold down. I was only using two-sided tape. I put some side pressure here with here, and I was really nervous about whether these pieces would come popping out. And I was relying on two things. I did put some tabs in here, but also I didn't vacuum everything out all the time because of what Ryan Trapella from Cutting It Close has been teaching, and that is the power of using a downcut bit, compacting the sawdust or the shavings in between, helping to hold things down. And it looks like it worked. So now I'm going to go ahead and clean this puppy up, and let's pull this thing off and see what it looks like.
Oh Lord, she done tried. Hold on, baby, just hold on.
Now notice I didn't go all the way through into the tape because I zeroed off of the tape over here, which means that now I have just a little bit of onion skin in some of these areas to clean up.
Baby,
Also the compacted sawdust.
won't you hold on? I said, baby, just hold on.
Okay, just a little onion skin over here. I'll take this over to the flush trim router and trim off these tabs. All right, the next step is to go ahead and take these small tabs off here using the trim router, and we'll be all set to go. So that's where we're headed. Got it plugged in. Now, one of the things I notice is I have a couple little tear outs here at the end on a couple of these. Should be pretty easy to clean up. A little sawdust and glue should take care of it. Just do a quick dry fit here. Overall, that looks like it's going to be a pretty good fit. Okay, let's check these pieces out and see how they dry fit off the CNC before I actually glue them up. To me, they're looking pretty darn good, actually. These are just made straight out of 3/4 inch walnut scrap that I had left over from some other projects. And so far, they're looking like the miters and everything are going to be tight. Let's see how they fit the frames. So these are the laser images that I designed these frames for. Look like they're going to fit in there just like I want them. Not quite as heavy duty as the other frames I was making, but still very nice. I like them. Let's get them glued up. For this glue up, I'm going to go ahead and use this Boss Dog Brown. I've got my baanding strap. These things are a little bit of a pain in the butt to use at first until you get used to them. I still want to make Dave Picciuto's frame clamp. Just haven't got around to it yet. Okay, so that looks like that's going to fit in there pretty good. I like how that's fitting. Move that off to the side. Let me get a paper towel with some water to wipe my fingers off with. Got a little bucket of water here I can use. Use the painter's tape method to match these up so I'm not fiddling around with them later. All right, so now I have the glue on all of them. Not the glue, but now I have the tape on all of them. So now it's time to go ahead, try some of this Boss Dog. I like the way these tips work on this glue. I mentioned before, I like the way these miters are coming together. That's another wrap of another video of where I tried to show you how I made something using my CNC. As I mentioned in the introduction, there are many ways to make picture frames. I just used one way, and it was pretty simple and straightforward, and I was using some scrap walnut that I had, and I accomplished two things. One is I made good use of the walnut, and I made a pretty frame, and it turned out really nice. In fact, I'm getting ready to make another one in the next day or two. I donate those to the San Diego Fine Woodworkers for those of you that follow me for their holiday gift sale. I've also made frames with the framing sled and that Dave Picciuto introduced me to, and that works really well. And I've also made frames using the molding toolpath. All of those are valid and good ways to make frames. If you would like to see those other methods, just let me know in the comments section. I do hope you picked up a trick or two that you might be able to use with your CNC, and if you're interested in other making adventures such as with lasers or 3D printers, make sure you let me know what you'd like to see, because I do videos on all of those. Please like, comment, share. I know I always ask that question, but it's what keeps us going. And if we don't get that interface or the interaction with the audience, YouTube isn't as likely to get our videos out there. And if you want to learn more interesting shop ideas on the CNC, the laser, or 3D printing, or just hand tools, let me know and put them in the comments, and I'll try to put a video out on it. And also subscribe to the channel, and you'll know when I release the next video or the video on the thing you're interested in. With that, have a good life until we meet in this medium again. Take care.
I'll be coming home.